So let's see now how to load this data frame. So for example, I have a CSV file as well. So let me, yes, this is the CSV file dog. So we can load it simply in the data frame by using a simple command, that is, so you know that how a CSV file looks. So let me show you. Yes, you can see that it is basically a short data frame only containing the initial values, but it is in CSV format. And you can, yes, read it in our data frame, okay, or in Pandas. So how to do that? There you can simply use PD. So let's save this in a variable that is named as dog. Okay, so dog equals to PD dot data PD dot read, okay, underscore CSV. In this way you can call this function. It will read a CSV file for you. Just you need to provide the name of CSV, that is dog.csv, okay, and just press shift enter. What is dog, sir? Can you explain again? Yes, current dog is just the name of variable. You can write anything there. Okay, you can write simple D as well. So now my D is my variable. Is it clear, everyone? This CSV file should be in the same location. Yes, okay. So to make it very simple, you can just simply type here pwd. You will get the link of where this Jupyter file is. Just put your CSV file in this folder, okay, in the Pandas folder in Decodr, okay, and you will be good for that. Is it okay? Yes, exactly, Arun. I have just imported the data from CSV file. You can see that the CSV file would really look like exactly the same. Okay, let me show you. You can see that they are exactly similar. So yes, pw is used to get the path. So vy589, you can just type here 5 pwd and you will get the path where this Jupyter notebook is running. Okay, so copy your CSV file or whatever file you want to read and put that into the folder which pwd gives. No, it is not that necessary, Arun, but yes, it is very easy if you have CSV file, and major of your data sets and all the things are in CSV file only. So that's why Pandas make it very simple to read CSV file for you. Okay, so for now we have taken this doc.csv. You can see that here we have read it and store the values in a variable called as D. So D is now the type of data frame. Okay, you can do the same thing, type and pass it here D. You will get pandas core dot data frame. So this is of data frame object. Okay, yes, you can do that, Abhijit. Okay, so that is about data frames. Now if you want to, so this is data frame is very big. Consider this, if the data frame is of 600 lines, okay, and if the 600 lines are printed here, you need to scroll a very down. Okay, so for that you can use a simple function that is d dot head. Okay, and it will give you only the top 5 lines whatever you have in the data frame. So like if you have 10,000 lines or 1000 lines, you can just simply do d dot head and it will give you top 5 lines, that is 0 1 2 3 4 5, sorry 3 4. So you will get only top 4. You can see that 5 and 6 have been not shown to you. Okay, so it is just to see how the top rows look like. You can see that df dot head, so it gives you the top 5 rows. Okay, yes, after that there is one more function to understand how the data frames look like. So if you want to see what is the type of data, what is the type, so for example this height is of integer type, you can see that integers are there. So in order to see for every column, you can just simply use df dot info. Okay, and you will get sorry, it is not df, it is d. So you can see that d is our data frame name. So d dot info will give you, if you want particular rows like top 3 rows, then what would be the command? Ajay, if you want top three rows, just in head like write 3, okay, and you will get top 3 rows. So Ajay, question is, if you want to get top 3 rows, how to get that? You can just simply get it by d dot head and type the number what you want. So if you want 3, you can type 3. If you want only top 2, you can type only top 2. Okay, yes. Now after that, so let's understand this. You can understand the data type of each of the column. So like this name column is of string type. Okay, so there is not string in data frames, it is called as objects. Okay, so that's why the name or color is of object type. You can see that the height is of integer type, so you got integer here, and this is of decimal type, so you got float here. Okay, so these are the data types supported in Python. Okay, after that there is one more function, that is dot describe. So if I do here the dot, okay, so basically what how the describe dot describe function works is, if you want you can make a note of all these things. It will only work on numeric columns, okay, because it will give you the statistics of the column. So the string, it will not work on object or string columns. That is the name, it cannot show. What it shows is a summary of how your data look like. For example, what is the count of values in this? Okay, so you have 7 values in height, okay, and 4 values in weight. 3 are none values. So nan values it will not count because they are empty values. So this will give you the count. Then mean of all the values, so it will take addition of all the 7 divided by 7, you got a mean here. Same way the formula for standard deviation and minimum value what is there. So if I show you the, if I show you how your frame look likes, okay, so height, you can see the minimum value is 38. The same you have seen here. Okay, you will get the max value as well, that is 78. Okay, so in this way you can get this value. Same for weight column as well. So dot describe by default will only work on numeric columns. Okay, yes, that's great. Let's see to the next part now. Okay, now if you want to only get the values, I don't want the column names from this, like this 4 column names, I only want the values there. So let me show you how my data frame looks. It is like this, and I don't want the column names from here. I want the only values. This part I want. Okay, this one, only this part, not this one, not this one, and not this one. Okay, so you can simply do that by using a function that is dot values. So d dot values, okay, will give you only the values in form of array. Okay, so you can see that Lucy Black, this is the first row, then Max Brown, that is the second row. Okay, if you want, now I have shown you how to get the values. If you want the column names, you can simply write d dot columns and you will get all the column names. So I have name, color, height, weight. So in this way you can get the name of the columns. Okay, after that we have, yes, if you want to check the index of that, you can check it using simple from where to where you have the indexes. So you can write here d dot index and it will give you all the index range. So it is starting from 0 and stopping at 7. Okay, in this way. So that is about index function. Okay, so everything is clear up till now. Everyone. Okay, what is step one? Step one means that Priyanka, it grows by size one by one after 0. Okay, so you can see that it is 0 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, and 5 plus 1. That is the step size. Okay, okay, yes. Let's see this now after how to sort the values. So for example, I want to sort all the dogs based on their height. So how to do that? You can simply use this function, that is sort values. Okay, so how to do that? Let's see. So this is my data frame first. Okay, and in this I can write simply d dot sort underscore values. Okay, and after that I will provide the column name from which I want to sort. So it is height. Just a second. Yes, you can see that the shortest shortest height was 38. So you see that 38 was Charlie. So he has moved to the top position. Then it is ascended in the ascending order. It is sorted in the ascending order. Okay. If you want to reverse it, there is another parameter, that is, you can simply write here, if I want the top dog with the height with the highest height, okay, I will write here ascending equals to false. You now see that the top height has been first, that is Brainy was the top dog whose height was highest. Okay, so you see that Brainy has came to the first position, and Charlie whose height was lowest was the last one. The same way index has also been changed in that form performance only. So Brainy was 3, so index of Brainy is still 3. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, so now if you want to sort it on the two ways, like for example here I have, yes, so now you can see that basically I have two values here, 43 and 43. Okay, but I want, yes, I will fill this nan values here to make it more clear for you. Okay, just for example I have here some value that is something like this, something like this, and something like this. So I have filled this nan values. I will save this. Okay, I need to read it again. Okay, so now what I'm doing here is I'm reading the CSV file again, that is d equals to td dot read CSV, and in this I will give dog.csv. Okay, and now you see that this empty values have been filled because I have made the change to CSV file. Just to explain you how sorting works, so now you can do again the same parameter, height would remain the same. Okay, we have made the changes in the weight. So now see the difference. Basically what it has done, Lucy and Stuffy, they were of both same heights. Okay, that is 43. I have ascended in, I have made them in the ascending order, so both of them were 3, so randomly any one of them came up. So Lucy came up. Okay, but if you want Stuffy to be up, that is the value which is less should be up, you can simply write here. Okay, you can pass the parameters in this form performance, and by default it would be ascending order. Okay, so you can do simply d dot sort values ascending. Okay, and in that you can provide a list of all the columns. In the performance you want the sorting, so I want height first, so I would write height first, that is height. Okay, after that I want it should be sorted on weight. Okay, so now you will see that it is sorted in that performance, and yes, here Lucy was at the first position, but yes, now you can see that Lucy is at second position when the sorting has been came, because it says that first sort based on the height. So it will see that 38. Okay, anything is there according to 38, less than 38 in the height column? No, so then 38 will come first. After that it will come to 43. Now in 43 there are two values. Okay, so now it will go to the weight column and see which one is the smallest. So 45 is smallest, so it will sort it based on weight. So you got 45 in the first place. Is it clear, everyone, how multiple sorting is doing? Why is the serial number mixed up? Because Shankar, we have shuffled it up, we have sorted the values. So in the original data frame, what were the indexes? So Lucy was the index of 0, that's why the Lucy index still remains the 0. Yes, yes, Ajay, if you want to reset this, you can do it, no problem. Yes, weight is not sorted, I will explain you that part, Dipendra. Okay, let me first solve this part. So you can use here. Okay, so by default it will not that make that change, so this change is only visible for you only in this cell. If you want to make that it should be sorted in the height, you need to store that value. Okay, you need to do d equals to in this way, then only it would be sorted. Okay, and Dipendra, it is not that weight is not sorted. How it is working, everyone pay attention here. It will first check, so you I have given here the height as the first parameter, so it will check all the, sorry, it will check all the heights first. Okay, now in this height 38 is the smallest, so that came in the first position. It will not check weight then, at 38 is the smallest. Now after that we have two values of 43, so which one to keep first, then it will go to weight parameter and it will see which weight is smallest, so 45 will come up. Okay, is it clear, Dipendra? Yes, that's good. Okay, so if you want to make that change permanent, so you see that if you do only this part, it would be run for you only in this cell, but yes, it will sort you the values in that cell only, but it will not be the permanent change. If you do d afterwards, you will get originally the what was your data frame. Okay, so if you want to make it permanent, you can use one parameter here, that is in place. Okay, in place equals to true. What this parameter says Python to do is it is saying Python that whatever changes I am making in this place, okay, whatever changes I am making in this place, make that changes permanent. That is the meaning of this true. Okay, once more what I said, everyone pay attention. I have performed some changes here, that is using this command. Okay, then I have written in place equals to 2. This means that this is saying Python that you make the changes permanent, make changes permanent. Okay, whatever are there in this place. So now this change, if I run this cell, this change would be permanent now. It will not go back to again to the original value where Lucy where it was in the index format. Is it clear, everyone? No, no. It depends on function to function vanilla. If the function the sort values have in place parameters, that's why it would work here. So I have not understood what you are asking, Shankar. It is not exactly advisable if you want to just see. Okay, for example, I just want to see how the sorting value is looking. I don't want to make the original change. Then don't use in place. Is it clear? Can we sort the items alphabetically? Yes, you can do that. Okay, okay, yes, let me show you that as well. So if you want to do it alphabetically, you can use it by simple. Okay, so I would remove this in place now. I don't want to make the permanent change. I will use here d dot sort underscore values, and then I will pass a parameter here, a name. Okay, now you can see that it is sorted alphabetically wide because I have said here name. So it will see b is the smallest, so it b has came up, then c, then l. In this way it is sorted. Is it clear? Yes, that's good. Okay, instead of in place, what if I assign? Yes, exactly, Shankar, you can do that. Okay, Abhijit, like I said, in place is not only with sorting values. There are many functions, okay, that support in place. So what you can do, for example, there is a function called as drop duplicates. I am just giving you the example. I will explain you that as well. If you write in place here also, there is an option of in place. Okay, so whatever function supports in place, you can use there in place. The concepts remains the same. Is it clear? Okay, that's great. Yes. So now if you want one ascending and one descending, you can use a list now. So how it works? Same way. Let me show you. Okay. So I have this parameter where what I have done, I will show you. Uh, Yes. So I have ascended by default, both would be in the ascending order. You can see that both of them in the ascending order. For example, now Sudhanshu came to me, sir, that I don't want Lucy to be down at down position. You can see that this have two equal weights, heights. Okay, and we have sorted based on height, then on the weight. But now Sudhanshu doesn't want that Lucy should be down. He wants that Lucy should be up and 45 should be down. That is, height should be in ascending order. Okay, sorry, height should be in ascending order and your weight should be in descending order. You can do that as well. That is, sorting is up to you. So you just need to add one more parameter here. That is, after this, just write ascending. Okay, and then in the thing, pass it in the format what you want. So I want that ascending should be true for height. So I would write here true. Okay, then I want that ascending should be false for weight. I want the top weight first. Okay, so you can see now that Lucy has came up above the stuffy. Is it clear? Okay, that's great. After that, let's see what we have. Okay, now yes, before going to the next topic, I think let's take a break of 5 minutes and then continue. Okay, let's meet in 5 minutes. Okay, let's continue. Is it good with everyone? Okay, great. So yes, we have seen how to do this basic sorting. Now if you want to get a particular column, okay, how to get that column? I want that particular name column from this. So you can just provide here D, and in the brackets you can write name. Okay, that will give you all the name values whatever you have. Okay, so it is just the format is very simple. The name of the data frame, that is D. After that, in square brackets, in colon, whatever is your column name. So if I want to get the weight of all them, okay, I don't want anything, I want only weight. So you can get the weights. Okay, this is called as getting out or taking out a particular column. Okay, that is as simple as that. Dog and the name of the column, whatever the name of the is. If you want multiple columns, like if I want here two columns, that is name and the weight. Okay, so you can just provide here a simple thing, that is D, and in that multiple brackets now you need to give name. Okay, and after that you should give here weight. So you get name and weight of particular from data frame. So two columns have been extracted now. Is it clear? Okay, great. So after that you can just provide that values, okay, in the list format on also. Okay, there is one more way. For example, I want a particular column, so you can create a column list, that is C equals to I want name. Okay, I want name, and I also want height and weight. I don't want the breed. Okay, or I want name color, so you can write here name comma. Okay, and after that you can write here color. So in this way you have created one column with the list name and color. So you can give that list to D, and in that you can give this list. So you will get only name and color. So it is same as this only. Instead we are creating a list and then giving it. Okay, yes, you can also do the same logical operators on top of it. Okay, like you can check whether the values are greater than 50 or not. For example, I want to get only the weight which are less than 100. Okay, so I will do D less than 100. Sorry, you need to provide the column in which you want to check. So that is weight. So I will provide it in the same way, d w e i GHT weight less than 100. So you will get true and false for each of them. So like first value is 4123, so you got false for that because it is not less than 100. Okay, same formula is shown here for you. If you want to now, instead of this true false, you want the name only that are less than 100, so you can provide here the list, that is the data frame name D, and in the brackets you provide all this. Okay, so you just need to give here a bracket, so you will get only the weights which are less than 100. Okay, all the values which are less than only 100, less than 100 for weight. Is everyone able to understand this? Please repeat this again. Yes, basically how it performs is in D. Okay, so what you are doing is, I will give you another example, Ritesh, for this, and it will be clear for you. For example, Ritesh, you are only interested in this Stella dog and nothing else. So what you will do, you will provide it you will provide it, I want from D. Okay, in that square brackets you will provide D, and I want the name of column, so that is name. Okay, so in this way you will get complete D column. Now I want to perform one condition here, that is equals to, I want to check whether that dog is Stella. Okay, only if the dog is Stella, then give me the information. So you can see that only the information of Stella is in front of you, all the things are discarded. Same way you can do it for numeric values, you can do for string values, whatever computation you want you can perform here. Is it clear, Ritesh? We will see that, Courtney, but not in this lecture. We will see it definitely. Okay. If first name and the last name is there, yes, Sudhanshu, I will show you that as well. Okay, yes, same you can check for date of birth and all other things. Yeah, you can do it, you can perform two operations on top of it as well. Just a second. Yes, is in function is used to check whether a particular value is there or not. For example, dog colors is in. Okay, so let me show you. If you want to get only what type of logical operators must be used, all the things that I've explained you, Deepa Lakshmi, while doing Python, all the things. Okay, I want only now the dogs that are brown and white. Or I want only the dogs that are black and brown. I don't want any other dogs. So I can just simply use D. Okay, D, and you can provide him the column name, that is color, and in color you can use a function that is dot is in, and you can provide the column names what you want to check. So I want to check here black and brown, so you can just pass it in the list object, that is black, and after that brown. Okay, so you will get only, yes, and you can provide here D at the top of it, so you will only get the dogs that are black and brown in color. Okay, yes, Eason will check two condition, Ashish, either in black or either in brown, both would work. Okay, and these are case sensitive. Understand that case sensitive means that the here this is capital BROWN. Okay, so that's why this brown came in, but this is now small BROWN, so that's why random came in. So it should be exact match, not capital small. Okay, yes, I have explained that. Arjun, is it clear, everyone? Ashish, Arjun, and everyone. If you want that small brown also, you can write it here after that. Okay, Arun. Okay, that is, you can write here BROW and small brown also. It is simply case sensitive. So capital Brown and small brown are different from it. You can see that the RAN also came in. Everyone, I want the answer from everyone. Up till now, everything is clear. Okay, that's great. Now, if you want to do some addition subtraction on every values, like we have calculated BMI and all that thing, you can simply do it here by using simple statements. For example, this will also create a new column that I will take. So I will create a new column that is the name of calculations. Sorry. Yes, so dcalc will create, this is the name of my new column, and I want to perform an operation here, that is d, and in that I will take all the height values, okay, and multiply it by 10. Simple as that. Okay, or if you want to do whatever operations, you can perform it, multiply by 100, divide by 100, convert it into centimeter, meter, whatever you want to perform, you can do it. So I am just doing this. So you can see that that cell run, and you will see a new column now, that is cal. So what it has done, it has taken 43 and multiplied by 10. Okay, then it has taken 46 multiplied by 10, then 56 multiplied by 10, and the column name is cal. So it is a simple format of doing calculate, creating a new column as well as doing some operations on top of it. Is this part also clear? You can write any formula there. Okay, like weight BMI formula, you know that. So that is weight divided by height into 2. So same thing you can write here. I will create a new column for you. Everyone pay attention. That is simple BMI. Okay, and in this I will take d of height. So the formula is weight divided by height. So you can simply write d of weight, okay, divided by, in bracket, d of height, height, okay, and I want to multiply it by 2. So you will see my new column, that is BMI. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, so now if someone wants to do, now you have understood the concept in very much detail. You now, someone asked me how to do concatenation of two names. Okay, so let me create one dictionary. This was the example I am doing for you. That is, I have first names as, so I will write here first name, okay, and I have here first names as, for example, Arun, okay, then I have second name as here Kotni, okay, then I have third name as Bibin, then I have Vishwas, okay, something like that, and I have Abhijit, okay. So I have some initial names. So also I will create one more column there, that is the name of last name. So I would write here last name, okay, and in this I would create simple a list, something like that, and last name can be simply Sharma, okay. Then I have the Sri Karthik, Sri Karthik, okay. Then I would write here Vargase, okay, and after that I will write some extra, okay, something like this, and then just a second, let me see this. After that I will write the last name as Biswas, okay. So this is simple. I have created a data frame here, you can see that list, okay, Arun, Sharma, Kotni, and you can see that accordingly. Now I will create a data frame on top of it. So this is the complete revision, something like that. Okay, everyone pay attention. I would just simply write a student, okay, I'm creating a data frame with the names student. Okay, that is pd dot data frame. In that I will just provide the dictionary name, that is D. So you will get student as simple like that. So I have first name and last name of each of one of you. Okay, now if I want to add one column here, that is very simple. I would just use the student, student, then I will write the column name, that is roll number. Okay, then I can provide a list of values. So for example, the roll number of Arun is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, so I have 5 values. So in this way, now you will see a new column, that is roll number also. So up till now everyone is clear? Great. Now if you want to perform some operations on it, like I said, yes, I can also add one more column. Let me add one more column, that is, oh, okay, we will do it afterwards. Yes, if I want now to add concatenate both of the names, okay, so I would write here a new column, that is student, and I would write here full name, that is a column name, and in that I will provide student. Okay, that is the first column, first name, and in that plus, so this plus means concatenation. Can we? Yes, yes, that's I'm showing you, Prashant. So you can use here student, and after that you can write here last name. Okay, so after that you will get something more good, that is Arun Sharma Kotni, in this way. But yes, I have not given here space. So if you want to give a space, you can just simply use here space, and you will get all the values in that format. So that is Arun Sharma Kotni, Bibin, Vishwas, and Abhijit. Is it clear everyone how to perform these operations? Okay, can anyone explain me now if I want to sort this based on last name? So how to do that? I want to sort this data frame on the last name. So like if you have been in the school also, there is the roll number is based on uh, sorting, that is the surname. So I want that I should sort it on the based of last name. So I want the code from all of you. That's very good. We have Deepalakshmi, Deependra, Abhijit, Ajay, Dipali. Okay, so you have, I vote to Dipendra. You don't need to do the vote the Prashant. You can write your own code. Okay, so that's very simple. Yes, you can do it simply using student, and then you can use dot sort values. Okay, so you understand that it is not value, it is values. Okay, so make a note of it. After that, you just need to provide the column name. Okay, that is for example last name. So okay, just a second. Just a minute. Yes, you can do in this way also. Just let me correct it. The surnames are not in capital and small order. Okay, that's why this is created in this format. Yes, let me make all the letters small. Just a second. Okay, so I have basically, yes, I have converted all the values into lowercase. That was creating a problem for us. Now you can use this values here simply using this function, and you can see now that it is sorted in the basic order. So basically, there should be a simple format, that is, yes, everything should be in lowercase or uppercase, else it would create a problem. So this is now the right syntax to do the following things. Okay, is this part clear, everyone? Okay. Any difficulties or anything you have not understood? Okay, let's see once the data frame which you have. Okay, so you have the solution as well. You can go through it. This is the data frame. We have every student name, score, attempts, and whether he is or she is qualified or not. Okay, so you can do this following things. You can check the info and each whatever the column type is, whether it is object, whether it is int, whether it is float, or in that way. Okay, after that you can see the shape, that is 10 rows and 4 columns. Describe function I've explained you, it will give count, minimum, standard, and all that things. Okay, after that we have, you can get the name of the columns. So everything I have explained you. Now if you want to sort it, ascending equals to false, so based on score you can sort it. So highest score will come up. Okay, so Emily is the highest one who has qualified with the maximum score, okay, in the 2 attempts. Then you can sort it based on values as well as name. So wherever the values will match, it will just check the names and then it will sort it. So this part is also, I think, clear, everyone. Then you can subset the columns in this way, select only that columns that are required. Okay, yes. Now if you want to see the which marks are greater than 50, which are less than, so you can just simply use the conditional statement inside brackets and put that into your data frame brackets. Okay, so that will give you all the values that are greater than 50. So you can see that no value is less than 50 here. Everyone is clear up till now? Okay, after that we can just simply use this string functions also. It will check only those who are qualified. Okay, it will go to qualify column and check for all the values that are equals to yes. So only yes values will be printed and all the no's will be disqualified. Okay, yes. Now after that we have also seen easin function. So this will see the attempts which are only one. Okay, so you will get only one attempts, the students who have only one attempts. Okay, now if you want to create a new column, you can create it in this format, that is exam, then the name of the column and the operation what you want to perform. Okay, so I want to divide the score by 2. So you can see that 40/80 divided by 2 is 40 here. So you got simply the new column. Okay, multiple things you can also do. You can just simply create a value that is greater than 40. Okay, sort the values based on attempts, and you can show only the top 3 columns. So in this way. Okay, for example, let me show you this part in much more depth. So let you have exam here. Okay, sorry, I have not run that cell, so let me run it. Okay, so yes, I have now that I will show you. So now my exam looks something like this. Okay, so I want only those students who are classified, who have qualified, okay, and only in one attempt. Okay, so how can you do it? You can just simply use exam here. Everyone pay attention. Okay, exam, I want all the students, so that is exam, I will check for qualify column. Okay, and in that I will check whether they are equals to yes. So this will give me all the values that are only yes, only students who have been qualified. So I will store that in some variable, for example a variable. Okay, so I will show you a will only only filter out yes values. So you can see that only yes values have been filtered out. Now I want that only the columns that are qualified into one attempt. After yes, I want them only in the one attempt. Okay, you can see that in A also there are 3 attempts, 2 attempts. Okay, I want only the students who have been qualified in one attempt. So you can do that as well. A, and I would write here in A, I want to see the attempts of all the students. Okay, and who are equals to 1 only. Simple as that. Okay, so you will get all the values who have been qualified and only in one attempt. There is only one student like this. You can check for 2 attempts as well. I want where they can be in 1 or 2 attempts. So I would use here is in function, and I would write here 1 comma 2. So you can see 1 and 2 attempts have been came up. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, so no doubts up till now. So yes, basically we have completed the agenda for today. Okay, we don't have nothing much. So yes, anyone has any doubts? Okay. So basically the summary statistics is something. So we have 2 lectures now left for a pandas to complete pandas. So we will take that in upcoming lectures. Okay, that is on next Saturday. So till that time, I would suggest you that do a hands-on practice on complete pandas. Like I have explained you how to do this basic operation subsetting. Okay, then creating new column, reading a CSV file, and do everything. Practice that, gets a hands-on on it. Okay, and also the prerequisite is you should come with this reading of this summary statistics. Okay, you can try whatever things you want to try it. I will take this in the next class, that is the summary statistics. It is also very simple, that applying dot, mean, mode, median functions. Okay, getting the counts of the values and all this is very simple. If you have duplicates, how to drop it, all that things I will explain you in the next lecture. Okay, so is it clear, everyone, what you need to do in this week timing? You need to perform pandas practice, then go to this summarization and try to perform it on your Jupyter notebook. No, for now it is not required, but yes, for upcoming lectures also there is a great session on Matplotlib also. So you need, it would be good if you can do it, or else just keep on practicing the pandas thing. Any Ashish, you can go to online websites instead of book, I would prefer. Sir, I have a question not particular related, but how to start working on GitHub profile? I mean, which projects to choose the strategy so that profile becomes valuable. Okay, Dipendra, for now, like you have started with Python and machine learning and pandas and all that things, I would suggest you that don't go on building some complex project at this moment. Okay, start with very basics projects. Take any of the thing and start doing it. Like in Python, you can see there are many projects, so basically start with Python. Pandas and PyCharm are same to learn Python. Okay, basically there are two different things, Prabhu. Pandas is a library in Python. Okay, so don't get confused here. I think PyCharm, you don't need to get confused here, Prabhu. Pandas is a library that is available in Python, and PyCharm is a place where you can perform Python operations. Okay, so it is like this Jupyter notebook, so where you can do operations or whatever thing you want to do in Python. It is a platform. PyCharm is a platform, and Pandas is a library inside Python. Is it clear, Prabhu? Yes. Okay, so basically if you want to prepare get a profile, just let's start doing that using simple Python thing. Okay, you can start with it, go through Python projects if you want to, and start building that. If you need any help, I would be there for you. I have given you the way to contact me. Okay, so yes, that's all from my side for today then. Anyone has any doubts, you can just simply use import Pandas. It works in the same way, Arun. Any doubts, anyone? Are you understanding the sessions? Is everything clear to everyone? Okay, that's great then. Keep on practicing, and you can ask me on my Instagram. Okay, I would be happy to help you there. Till then, everyone, so that's all for today now. So till then, everyone, keep practicing, and yes, let me know if you have any difficulty.